Oh my goodness. Don't know what time it died at, but my little heater died. The propane tank ran out. I don't know what time, probably maybe around midnight. It's chilly in here. I'm about ready to get it all started back up, but I had a visitor. I'm just getting ready to get up and start the heater up, change the propane tank because it got cold in here. Luckily, it's not too cold out today. It's only -7, but got to get that back up. Woke, hey, Cornish and Warrior. Oh my goodness. What woke me up was a thump, thump, thump against the camper. I'm like, what the fuck is going on out there? Sorry for swearing. I'm trying to fix that. I opened the door. Moose wouldn't go near the door. Popped my head out, and what's staring me right in the bloody eyes? A full-grown moose. Not the little moose, not my moose, but an actual 800-pound nightmare creature, an actual moose. I just like closed the door. I was like, I am so sorry, sir. I did not mean to bother you, and I closed it. Oh, that was my morning. I'm hoping this is working, but if you can't tell, it's cold in here. I am getting ready to get the my little heater running again. Just waiting for like 5-10 minutes to go outside and grab a tank of propane. Good thing is like running the little heater at full, high as it goes, nice and warm in here. Warms up here pretty quickly, just eats propane. The 20-pound tanks last about 5 days. So the 100 pounds last about 30. I get so from the 200-pound tanks, I got 30 days of propane. It's gonna cost me about 220 to heat the place for a month. Running that on high. We're good. We're doing good. We just got a little freaked out this morning. There was a moose that thought my camper was nice and attractive. Rubbing up against my camper, banging against the camper. It woke me up. And I know it's a moose because I stuck my head out the door to see what was going on. But yeah, so today I'm supposed to be up at about what I'm leaving at 11 to go up the hill to see my neighbor Aubrey. Me and my other neighbor Ithamar are going on to work on his electrical system and his solar system. I gave him one of my batteries. I'd give Aubrey I'd give him my life if he asked. Like, he's done so much. He helps out so much. Not just me, everyone here. He's a real pillar of the community. He had batteries that just died on him, and his wife, uh, depression, and they're up near their 80s, like they're 75, and she's starting to go through Alzheimer's. So she's got to the point where she's starting to be a child again. I guess that's the right words, but there's something going on up there, and she doesn't want the dark. And he was using golf cart batteries. They all failed on him at once, so he's got no light in his place whatsoever. They couldn't do anything. It was too dark. Once it gets dark up here, it's dark. So I unhooked one of the batteries from my system, and we brought it up to him a few days back. Hooked it up to his. He's got light now, but he's not pulling in enough power to actually charge the dang thing. So my other neighbor Ithamar, he's got these solar panels from a solar farm. These giant 500-watt panels that he brought up to him. We got it through his building, got that hooked up to my battery, but it again wasn't charging because it wasn't in an optimal place. Like, it was getting shade most of the day, so we tried to bring it out further, got it to the right angle, and we're going up today to try to do some more wiring on his place. my buddy Ithamar, he brought up yesterday some lights from his old camper. Got them wired in, and we're supposed to be going up to help him move his propane power generator. Like it's an actual generator that runs off of propane into his patio to build an insulated, soundproof box for it, vented outside. So when he does completely run out of power, because we've got 3 weeks without sun, he can just fire that up for a couple hours, fill the battery, then they've got lights again. Morning, everybody, again. But yeah, that's the plan for today, and I finally found the right spot to use mobile internet to stream. It's horrible quality, it's dark, I know this. But I don't have the Starlink right now. I just don't have enough sun to run it. So we've put the subscription on hold until we start getting, more than 3 hours of sun every 3 weeks. And I can't even run my mobile signal booster because I just have that little power right now. I've been struggling to keep my phone charged. I'm lucky I've got something called a BioLite. It's just like little tin can looking thing you feed sticks into and have a fire. That heats up, and there's a little metal nub that goes into it that heats up. That has like a water turbine in it, so it spins water around, spins a turbine, and charges a battery at the side of the BioLite, which you can charge your phone off of. That's how I've been keeping my phone charged. That's how little sun we've had. We had a nice clear day yesterday, so I've got power in my batteries, but I'm thankful for that BioLite. Without that, I would have zero power. And for anybody who tuned in yesterday, I went to town with my neighbor. Moose was angry at me. She got left home a lot longer than she wanted to be. First in the morning, I woke up and I had some work to do. I walked down to the guy who builds tiny homes and did a couple hours worth of work for him, just putting his solar panels on a couple of his orders so we could get them shipped out. It was a quick $100. Like, it was nice. Then I bumped into my neighbor as I was on my way back. He says, "Hey, I'm heading to town. Do you need anything?" He's like, "Can I come along?" Yeah, sure. I jumped in. We went to town, and I got some groceries with that money. On the way back, he had to fill up his diesel because he heats using diesel. He paid at the pump. The pump blinked, took the money out of his account, wouldn't give him his gas, so he tried to go in to fix him. And the people in the gas station said, "F you" to him. Not our problem. You have to wait 10 days to get your money back. It'll be refunded in 10 days. It's like, literally, that was his last $100. Like, last $100 for some diesel for the next 3 weeks. Like, I'm gonna freeze. Like, you can't do anything. And it was the lack. It's not the fact that it happened. It was the lack of empathy on the gas station's part, where they said, "Oh, you just have to pay again. We don't care." They even got the manager on the phone, and he told them to F off and hung up. Luckily, I had a little bit of money left over, and I had like $20 in my account. So, $10 from my account, 10 bucks, $20, $10 from cash, $20 from my account. Filled his diesel thing up, so we got a week's worth of heat in his place, so his cat doesn't freeze. And he called the police. It was this whole stupid thing. Hopefully, he gets his money back and he can get his heat back in. Yeah, well, Moose is a she. Moose is a girl. I know the name is misleading, but I like contradictory names. When I got back, she did her regular thing, freaked right out, ran around me, was crying. "I'm so happy you're back." Wanted to be picked up, did that. When I came in and sat down, she let me pat her and play with me, all belly up and happy for a few minutes, and then she like something clicked, like, "Oh wait, I'm supposed to be pissed off at you." She stopped, turned her back on me, and wouldn't look at me. And you know that sniffle thing dogs will do when they're crying, like she would do that, wouldn't look at me. I just did a grocery shop, and I wasn't going to cook, but see, I'd already eaten dinner as well. When we got back, we had some deliveries to bring up to Aubrey, some food and whatnot that he asked Ithamar to get. We brought that to him. He invited us for dinner. one of the most lovely dinners I've had, and it was just green cabbage with kidney beans, but they flavored it so well. And cabbage, I love cabbage, and you win me automatically. You say cabbage, you win. I'm gonna like it. So I ate up there with him. Then we got back. She was alone for about 7 hours by herself. And when I got back here, when she started to ignore me, like I had to do something to apologize to Moose. So I opened up the chicken I bought, the chicken drumsticks. I cooked them up for her, just boiled them, pulled off all the meat, two drumsticks. Got the meat into her bowl, split the chicken bones, scraped out all the marrow, got that into a nice little pile. Took the chicken bones, put it in my blender with a little bit of water, blended the chicken bones down to a fine paste so there's no sharp edges, so she can eat them. That's something you can do for the calcium. It's really good for dogs. Just make sure there's no sharp edges in there. Put that in her bowl as well, and that was her meal. She scarfed that down. She loved it, and then she forgave me. She can be bribed with food. Hey Dale, how you doing? Yeah, no, I like to get back. I wish I could work a regular job. I wish someone would freaking hire me. Honestly, I would love to go work at a gas station or stuff, but I'm a liability. They just MS and seizures. I'm a very hard sell for someone to hire. I'm making it work. Any kind of extra work I can get, I do. Around the area here, if you need me for a couple hours, I'll be there. But it was happening too much, so I said, hey, you got to throw me 20 bucks here and there when I'm helping you out. It just helped me get by. And that's what people have been doing, except for Aubrey. I will never take $1 from Aubrey, no matter how much he tries. He has done so much for me. Whenever he goes to town, he always comes in here to check, say, hey, do you need anything from town? Do you want to come along? Every single time. Same thing, I would give my heart and soul to that man because he's helped me out way too much. That's why when his batteries were dead, that's why I had no problem detaching one of my life pose off of my system to bring it to him because he's a real pillar of the community. He is such a good, decent human being. I want to do as much for that person as I can. Well, like to get back. What passes the time for me is I've got books. Ever since I was homeless, when I had to go to the library and charge my stuff every few days, I would sit there and read a book for 5 hours while I'm charging all my batteries. I'd read like a book, a full novel when I'm there. I love to read. Plus, if I can find it, I've got this little thing here which helps a lot. It's one of those little clone console things. Not only that, right now, I used to have the Starlink here. We have it paid for a year. It's just on hiatus because of the weather. Right now, when I go to Cochrane, we stop into the library for an hour because they have amazing internet, and I download a bunch of movies to. I got a. It's absolutely useless. The thing I got for anything except watching movies. I got it from Timu. Legit, a $20 POS tablet from Timu, but it can play movies. They look fine. It's full of media I grabbed when I was at the library. Oh, I it skip nasty. Sorry about the connection. Legit, I am in the middle of nowhere using mobile data. It's supposed to improve in the next 3 months because they're putting up new towers. It is up down here in Canada. It is 7:40 in the morning, eh? Yeah, I'd like to get back. See, The only kid I have is she's covered in fur. So I kind of get what you're saying because she's a huge distraction. Worst part is when I have a dog, when I have conversations with my dog, people are gonna think I'm crazy. But I wish I could say I could understand that, but I don't got kids. You know, I always thought that was a bad idea for me to have. Like my parents didn't do a good job. I never thought I'd be a good father. So honestly, when I was 18, I got snipped. I never thought, the best way for me to put it is I've never been around kids my entire life, and my parents were not good at it. My biggest fear is I would just repeat the cycle of my parents and be a shitty parent. So it was one of those, maybe it's a good idea to end the cycle, even though it means that my genetic legacy will not live on into the future. Yeah, sometimes it's not a bad thing to just, cut my family name off. And besides, I've got a dog, and she's a sweet girl. She's getting patted right now while eating a moose bone. But eventually, not anytime soon, maybe in a year or two, when she's 2 or 3 years old, I want to find her a proper boyfriend that still has intact a corgi. I would like her to have puppies with a corgi. A corgi. The breed is corgi. My neighbor has his fluffy white dog, and his name is Corky. I get mixed up with the two of them, but I'd love to throw some Corky in her, mix in some Corky with her, and have some pups because I think she'd be a good mom and puppies, and I'd like to keep one of the girl dogs so she's got someone there with her because she is she's a very smart dog, extremely loyal to me, doesn't go running off with anybody, won't let anybody pet her but me. But I can see that she's got this nurturing instinct in her. She's got the cuddle instinct as well. I think she'd be a really good pup mom. Hey, Sunny Cat and Reef. Oh, Skip mutts. Mutts are the best. She's a mutt. She doesn't have a breed. She is an Australian Shepherd and a Dachshund. So she's got this weird mix, but it's a good. They work well together. Yeah, I like. Well, she's not a small dog anymore. She's a medium-ish dog, but from day one she was easy. Day one we had this like inseparable bond, and anything I trained her with, she picked up like that day. With her fetch and drop, it was one throw, one treat to get the stick off of her. Then she knew what her job was to go get the stick, grab it, and bring it to me. In fact, she loved it so much, all she wants to do is play fetch. Same with the bathroom. I know when she's got to go to the bathroom, she's going to look at me, go run to the door, and start woof woof woof. I got to go right now. Let the door open this damn door so I can go out and poop. 19. Yeah, right now it's -7 here, which is nice and warm. Because yesterday it was -30. We've got a week of decent weather. Only the nights are below -20, and then the days are just staying a little bit below -10, like -12 and -13. We get some days that are -5. That is beautiful weather for the next 10 days. And then we get a day of -50. A straight -50 terrifies me. Negative Fahrenheit is -40 Celsius. -50 Celsius is -58 Fahrenheit. -20, I believe, is like -9 or 10 Fahrenheit. Because -32 is 0. So -5 would be about 8 or 9 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm trying to do the conversions on the fly. It's not. I'm Canadian. We're Celsius. Celsius measurement. 0 is freezing. That is easy. I know this is so easy. And hey, Tommy Cat. But even right now, so I don't know when it happened, but one of my propane tanks ran out of propane last night, and I'm not using the built-in camper heater. That stuff just eats propane. I've got a small. I posted a picture of it. This orange propane heater I use in here, and sometime when I was asleep last night, the propane died, and I'm just trying to kill time before I have to go outside and grab a tank because it is chilly in here. You can see my breath. It is cold. I'm just warm under my blankets, kind of procrastinating going out to get a tank. Thank you very much, Lacosta. Kilometer. Uh, again, the the metric system is so much easier. One 1 meter is 100 centimeters. That's easy. 1,000 meters is a kilometer. It, it's ones, tens, and hundreds, and thousands. Same with liters. It's just so much easier. 1 liter is like 1 kilogram. 1 liter of water is 1 kilogram of weight. It's so much easier to do your measurements that way. Oh, La Costa, again, when I was homeless, I lived outdoors in a $30 Walmart tent. And the lowest it went was 5 straight days of -40. Inside the tent, I could keep it a little bit warm, but it was so cold, my breath would hit the sides of the tent or the tarps I used around the tent or the garbage bags and stuff like that. All the insulation I did on that tent and freeze in it. When I woke up in the morning, there was like a layer of ice on that tent, about an inch thick for you Americans. I was lucky I made it through that by keeping the outside of the tent warm. I had, for that straight week, a bonfire going about 10 feet away from my tent, nonstop. The only way I got that was every single day I would go out and collect wood to cook on. Always cooked on a campfire. And what I would collect for cooking, I would collect 2 or 3 times that amount to throw in my wood pile and just kept collecting wood. So when it got to that so cold, I piled up a little bit of wood, got a nice big fire going, and just kept stocking it all night long. Not to mention during the nighttime, I wouldn't sleep. I would keep myself awake. Every couple hours, I'd try to get out and walk for a few minutes, just back and forth to keep my core temperature up, stoke the fire, go inside and stay up all night long. The second the sun came out and I felt light hitting my tent, I'd get 4 or 5 hours worth of sleep get up, try to go to town, and do a little bit of if I had money, shopping, or go to the library to warm my body up, then come back and then repeat the process. That week that it was negative 40 and I was in that tent, I think I got like maybe each day 3 hours of sleep. By the end of it, I was wrecked. But when it finally broke, the temperature dropped down to like negative 10. I just, I completely crashed and I was asleep for a good 12, 13 hours. I've been pretty good, Tegan. Tegan. Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny. My hoodie is like my blue hoodie is like the exact perfect Walmart color. Hey, I'm always wary when I see the birds in the sky. Skip. We got the big black hawks up here as well. The ones that are always following me back in Sudbury and Toronto. Just circling overhead, and I'm always scared that my dog's gonna get taken out by a big black hawk. I don't want to get her, or I don't want her to get attacked by them because they're falcons. They will swoop down and just hit the skull, and I don't want her gone like that. Guys, I'm sorry, but it's been fun. I'm gonna go out now and grab my propane tanks and get that started up again. That moose should be gone as well. And I am gonna try to get another hour. Right, it's 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna try to get 2 more hours of sleep. I haven't had much yet because I've got a long day up the hill trying to help wire my neighbor's place. So I love y'all. It's been fun, but we'll talk again. Maybe even on the walk up because it's about a 45-minute walk to his place. So maybe even on the walk up. Love y'all. Take care. Bye bye.